Yay, happy Friday. Thanks for joining us for this Facebook Live. Lisa, Lydia, Scott here on this Friday, February 16th, past the halfway mark here of the month, and we're feeling like winter, but nice weather's on the way. We're going to get to Lydia's forecast in a moment. Of course, I want to remind you we're live on Facebook every weekday morning. This stays on your feed throughout the day, so you can check it out whenever it works for you. We make it into a podcast as well, if that's how you'd like to listen. Just go to inform.com/podcast, look for the Inform Minute or anywhere you find your podcast. And also check us out on all of the other social media platforms as well, not just Facebook, or just turn on Channel 6 in the morning, WDAY, every weekday morning from 5 to 7. You will find us here. All right, let's talk about, it's going to be a tough little stretch here. Just a couple of days, we'll make it through. But I'm gone soft, and I'm cold, and it hurts.
I know. So yesterday was chilly. Today is downright cold. I've dubbed it Frigid Friday. I said that all morning long on First News. Single digits this morning. I've had wind chills as cold as -20, -22 this morning, and it's been a while since I've used that verbiage on First News, so it's cold. Highs today, teens. 19 for Fargo, 16 for Grand Forks. And with the wind today, out of the northwest, a good 10 to 25, gusting 30 to 35, it'll feel like the single digits all day long. So this is actually pretty close to average, though, for February. Average today is 24. We're looking at 19, so slightly below average. But this kind of just puts it into perspective of what we should be feeling like this time of year. We've just, like you've said, been spoiled with really nice weather, and we're kind of not used to it. So if you do plan on spending time outside today, I'd bundle everything up. Better temperatures for tomorrow, but it does come at a price. It comes with wind. It's out of the west, gusting 40 to 45 miles an hour. So some really feisty winds for your Saturday. That's bringing in warmer air temperatures, upper 30s to near 40 for tomorrow. Better on Sunday, the wind settles down, sunshine, high temperature at 40. We'll go low to mid 40s Monday, Tuesday before we step back our temperatures a little bit mid to late week next week. Overall, still a quiet forecast though. We don't have any snow. We've missed out on 2 snowstorms this week. Both of them went to our south, down toward Sioux Falls, toward the Twin Cities. No great moisture in our forecast either. That's something to just kind of keep an eye on as we get closer to spring and eventually planting weather. We're actually doing okay on moisture. I know the lack of snow immediately concerns folks, but we had a not terribly dry fall. Little dry up north, but generally speaking, not terribly dry fall. And then we had that huge December rain, Christmas rain, and that actually put us well above average for moisture. So right now we're sitting pretty close to average for our moisture content. We can't stay dry all the way into spring though. That would start to cause some problems. So we'll watch moisture closely, but right now it's looking okay because that conversation keeps getting brought up to me. So that's that. Otherwise, it's just quiet. Enjoy it. Temperatures look to remain in the 30s to near 40 above average as we finish out February and get closer to March. Just crazy to think about. So yeah, not a bad forecast. Make it through today.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Lydia. Right now, if you live in Minnesota and you missed out on what you thought was your one-time rebate check, well, the state is giving you another opportunity to claim it. The state is sending out a second round of checks starting next week. Those should be mailed out to those who are eligible by mid-March. Typically, they're mailed in a plain white envelope with a return address from Montana, but this time they'll be mailed directly from the state. Minnesotans have until May 1st to cash those checks.
All right, new this morning, a request to expand the U.S. Postal Service's audit has been granted. Fargo and Grand Forks will now be included in that audit. The Postal Service will be looking into reports of mail delivery delays. The full report of the audit is expected to be released in late March or early April.
Today, we expect to learn more about the cause of that campus-wide network outage at Minnesota State University Moorhead that we've been tracking for you. Students have been dealing with outages and unreliable Wi-Fi since the beginning of the month. The university says they'll be releasing more information this morning. Stick with the news leader for updates.
All right, big story out of college basketball. There's a new all-time scoring leader in women's college basketball. Iowa's Caitlin Clark. No surprise that she got to this mark. She's fantastic. She's now the highest scoring women's college basketball player in history. She surpassed the record in front of a home crowd last night while they were playing the Michigan Wolverines. Not only did Clark beat the record, but she also scored a career-high 49 points, so did it in style. Clark has now tallied up a whopping 3,569 career points, putting her just 99 points away from breaking the NCAA's all-time record with 4 games left in the regular season. So probably a pretty good chance she does that.
I think so. It's so fun to watch her, and as the mom of 2 daughters, a great role model. You know, you work hard, play hard. She's finding success, so it's definitely fun to watch her career. Talking sports, Hot Mike with Don Mazo coming up 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra and Inform.com. It was another wild night in the Summit League as both NDSU and UND swept opponents. Don will have a full recap as the standings start to tighten up as March gets closer. Plus, Randy Hedberg, associate head coach, also the quarterback's head coach at NDSU, will be back for another season with the Bison. Don's going to ask him about his thoughts on working with the new head coach, Tim Polasek, and also get an idea of what he thinks the NDSU offense could look like in 2024.
Cool. All right. Also, if you go to inform.com right now, look at our deals for subscriptions. You can actually get a prepaid Visa card with certain subscription options. So go check it out. You could get a little reimbursement for getting all sorts of good stories and content. So it's a win-win.
Absolutely. Be sure to join us for our next newscast coming up at 11 this morning. And then, of course, we have you covered on this Friday, 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10 First News weekend. And, of course, we'll be back Monday morning from 5 to 7 for more WDAY News.
Have a great weekend, everyone.